Hello, fellow art enthusiasts. This is Arrow from Arrow Life Art. I am going to do a really quick review. Well, I say quick, but we'll see how far this video goes or how long it goes. I was at my local arts and crafts store. It's called Michael's, or one of their in house brands is Artist Loft. And they sell paints, they sell various art supplies of this brand. But this is the first time that I see this brand comes out with a travel watercolor set. So I picked it up because I wanted to see how it was. And although I am expecting this to be a student brand type paint, but like I said, it's the first time that I've seen that they've come out with the portable travel kit here. So I thought I'd pick it up. This one I figured, since I've got plenty of other travel sets, I figured I would try their metallic watercolor set. Now this is academic level 1. They have academic levels 1, 2, and 3, 3 being the highest. So, but here it is, metallic watercolor set, high pigment, rich colors, from what they say. Now all the text on this box is written in English and in French. I don't know what their, French connection is, other than I believe that they have stores in Canada as well as the United States. So I don't know if maybe French Canadian. I don't know, but everything is in English and French. So if any of you know any type of connection to France, or that I haven't been able to find. I looked them up online, and there's no really connection to anything French, again, except for the closest thing being Canada. These paints, they're distributed in Irving, Texas, and they're made in China. So the colors here, they say there are 12 half pans and 1 metal tin. And these colors are satin silver, pure gold, light gold, splendid gold, that should be interesting, royal bronze, penny copper, metallic violet, metallic rose, metallic cobalt blue, metallic turquoise, gray silver, and metallic black. So we'll see how those go. They look nice here. They look, I don't know about on the picture, but hopefully they turn out better. But yeah, I figured I'd pick these up and see how they go. Now, what I'm going to be using, I've got my water here, because I'm going to be doing a color swatch of the colors. And I'll be using, for the paper, I'll be using B Paper Company Professional Series. It's 100% cotton paper. This is a 90-pound paper here. So I'll be using that. So I've got my paper here. And for my brush, I will be using a Winsor & Newton. Let's see if I can focus there. There we go. Winsor & Newton Cotman Series designer series. And it's a number 6 right here. So this should be a pretty good brush to use these for. And then I'm going to be writing the labels down. I'll be using my TWSBI Eco fountain pen with I've got platinum carbon ink in here. So this is good waterproof ink. It's fantastic. I love this ink. So let's open this up. All right. Interesting. Okay, so the tin is silver with the. Okay, you got this here. Okay. It's a silver tin. This is interesting. They're usually black, or like a light blue color that I've seen, but this one is interesting. Okay, let me see if there's any. No, there's no literature in here. It's empty in there. So there's that. It has the thumb ring here, so you can hold it here, and it has a 3 well here, the mixing wells, which I really like. I like the 3 rather than the 2. So we open it up. Good color there, good enamel finish there. That's a scratch there. So we open it up. Ah, here we go. Maybe this is more information on the colors. So it says watercolor, aquarelle, metallic colors. These, let's see, it says artist watercolor, highly pigmented with good transparency and diffusivity. Smart choice for artists and amateurs. Okay. Let's see, balanced spectrum, carefully selected pigments. Okay. And then, here we go. And here we go. Here are the pigment, yeah, and light fast right here. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see that there. So I'll put that there. And if you want to freeze the video there, you can check that out. I'll also list these out in the description, so that way you can get a good idea. Again, I don't know how well it looks like. They're going to be semi-transparent with fairly good light fastness, so we'll see. Alright, so these are individually wrapped, and alright, so I'm going to take these out, and I will speed up the frame, or I may just do this. Okay, look at that. Not bad, huh? Alright, yeah, little trickery there, but you know. So yeah, I'm glad I did that, because yeah, these took a long time to unwrap. They were they all had this little sticker on there, and so I took them off and I put them down here in the order that they were. So now we will start our swatch. So far, let me see if you want to get a closer look at these. They have a metallic quality to them, and they seem okay. I don't see any cracking or anything like that. They seem like almost like a matte finish with a bit of more of a like a satin finish. So but yeah, so we'll see how these go. So I've got my brush, and we're going to start with the first one here, and that's going to be the satin silver. Okay, so what I'll do is I've got my sprayer here, and I'll just kind of lightly mist these a bit, get them activated. Alright, so I'm going to start with just a little bit, just kind of, oops, that's a lot. And so yeah, so we'll start with this one here. I've got a alright, get some good coverage on the brush there. Should be able to see that, right? So yeah, that should be pretty good, right? Alright, let's move this a little closer in. Let's get a little bit more on there. I don't want to water it down, but I do want to make sure that it gets a good amount of paint on the brush, so it does transfer on. It is a very light shade here. I just want to make sure that I'm getting as much on the brush as possible to make sure that it is. See if it travels. I don't see much, but we'll see, maybe when it dries. Alright, so that one was satin silver. Alright, so now we're going to go with pure gold. So let's see, pure gold. That one is activating pretty good. Okay. So we see a little bit there. Let's get a good amount of that paint. I want to make it a little dark because I really want to see how much of that really transfers on the paper here. Then we'll add a little bit of water. See how it travels. So, okay, so there's pure gold. Make sure I get some of that off there. Alright, so now we have light gold. And that's going to be more of a, definitely a yellow, more of a yellowed pigment in the gold here. Almost like a metallic yellow. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, it's a very shimmery. There's definitely some shimmer there. Alright, let's add some water. And then add this and see. Alright, so just not sure if I'm just not getting much pigment on here or if it's just not coming out very strong. It could just be also that it's taking a little bit to activate. Alright, so here's a little bit stronger here. And like I said, I'll add water, and I do see it moving a little bit there. So Splendid gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water here, and then pick up some of that Splendid gold. Now this has more of a brown to it, so we'll see. Okay, well, see, I guess because it's darker you can definitely see it moving, right? So Splendid gold, I don't know, it's almost like a shimmery raw umber. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then we have royal bronze, so that's going to be here. Actually, you know what, I forgot to put, I'm going to use this brush here to add some water here, because I definitely like to see it. Excuse me, I'm mumbling here, I had the paintbrush in my mouth. I definitely want to see it move around a little bit, so there we go. Alright, so this is sort of a, it's like a reddish, more of a reddish brown here. I don't know, maybe like a Venetian. It's not bad, it's got like a good earthy color. Okay, so we will put that, and we have penny copper. Alright, so penny copper. Make sure that that's still in here, right? Is that still in the picture here? Okay, let me move this over that way. There, that should do it. Alright, so penny copper. So I'm putting a dab there, letting it travel a bit. Right. Okay. That one's nice. That one does look like a penny. Look at that. Okay. I could definitely see that. You know, if I thought I had a penny around here, I was gonna put that here. I think that would look pretty good right there. Well, at least a new penny, right? Not one of the old ones. All right. So we have that. And let me clean that off there. So this next one is going to be metallic violet. So I'm going to do that there. I'm actually going to put a little bit of water there. Okay. So metallic violet. That's, oh, okay. Look at that. Look how that goes there. Here, let me zoom in there. There we go. See how that works? I don't see any metallic, but it's still very nice violet. Okay. All right. So now we have here, this is going to be metallic rose. So let's get that going. Okay. Again, I'm going to, looks like these are kind of drying up, or they just take a little bit to activate, but they are activating. It just takes a little bit, and I'm definitely moving the brush around a little bit to get this paint moving here. Okay. I don't see much of the metallic qualities, but maybe when they dry, right? You know, we all know a lot of times paint can be a little different before it dries and after, so we'll see. So this is going to be metallic cobalt blue. Definitely a nice color. Blue is my favorite color, so really any shade of blue I'm always a big fan of, so I may be a little biased with this one. Alright. There we go, nice dark blue there. Okay. Get some light there. Okay. And then we have metallic turquoise. And move this up here. Metallic turquoise. I am trying to get as much of this paint on the brush as possible so it can really transfer on. I'm moving these all over the place here. Okay, so there's metallic turquoise. I do see a bit of a shimmer from the metallic nature of it. Okay, so that's metallic turquoise. It's not a bad color. It's lighter than, again, these are all seem a little lighter than the pictures, but remember, you know, these are student grade paints, so the amount of pigment in them isn't going to be as much as in there as much as the more professional grade paints. But for, you know, doing some light work on these, they don't look too bad. I really like these. I've never actually worked with metallic paints, so this is my first time dealing with them, and whether this is the paints to, you know, work with them for the first time or not, you know, it's what I picked up, so I'll have to go with it. So that was a gray silver there. It's got a bit of a brown to it, so I don't know. Not sure what that's supposed to be. And then this is going to be metallic black. Paint on there, and then let's watch it. There we go. Let's watch it move a bit. This is a nice black. It looks very thick. Look at that. It covers really well. Let's see just on the light there. It's not bad at all. I like that. So my remember, this paint is the paper is 90-pound paper, so it is starting to buckle just a little bit, but again, that's where I put a lot of the water on there. So there you have it. I've got all 12 colors on here, and see there, let's see if you can see the shimmer. You can see the shimmer and just about all of them. You know what, yeah, even the purple and the what was that, the metallic rose, you can see a little bit of a shimmer there. I'm kind of bringing it up to the light a little bit. You know, as they're starting to dry, these are I'm pretty pleased with these. So I just wanted to, kind of give that an extra little bit there. So you definitely see, okay, at least with the satin silver. So you can see it, but it doesn't really change much on the paper. You can barely see it. But then when it dries, look at that. When it dries, you can definitely see the silver on there. And same with this gold. Remember the gold? This gold, the pure gold was pretty light when I put it on there. But as it dried, yeah, it's got a good gold sheen to it. And then you've got that kind of that yellow gold. They call it light gold here. And these all seem pretty opaque. Now, I didn't do the line. I should have. I just remembered to do that. But I'll have to check on that. So far, these are looking really good. I'm going to wait and see once these fully dry. See if they're... I'm going to give them a little bit to dry fully, and then we'll come back and see how they look. Okay, and we're back. So this has fully dried. As you can see, the 90-pound paper has buckled a little bit, but again, we have pretty decent coverage of this. The golds seem okay. These right here, the coppers or browns, bronze, seem pretty nice, but the ones down here are the ones that really kind of eye-catching. They have a good coverage. Again, they were pretty light when I set them down, but once they dried, they are pretty opaque looking. Again, I have not done the the test on transparency, but they've got a pretty good set down there on the paper. So high pigment, I suppose. I mean, there's definitely some pigment there, and then rich colors. I could definitely see some of these right here as the rich colors there. So this is my review of the Artist Loft metallic watercolor set. This is the travel set. Although I don't know where I would go that I would just need a metallic colors. I mean, these are colors I think that I would maybe integrate into other like plein air sets or outdoor watercolor sets where I may need some metallic colors in there as more of a bonus color. But to go out with just metallic colors, I'm not really sure where I would be in that situation for those. However, it's still a pretty decent set. Again, I have not covered any other colors or metallic colors. So these are my first ones. So I'll definitely be trying other brands and checking out their the pigment load and also their color saturation on paper. But as far as these are for a student brand, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. So if this is something that you like, you can see the colors here. If this is something that you're looking for any of your collections, then I would have to recommend the Artist Loft metallic color or watercolor set. They're not bad. I don't know if they're the best. Like I said, I'd have to try more from different brands, but they're not bad. And again, you can take these out. You've got more wells right there. So I don't know about mixing them. I don't know how well metallic paints mix together or in terms of creating other colors and all that. I'll have to experiment on that, but for now, like I said, I just wanted to do a quick swatch and try these out, and so far they're not so bad. So if you have any questions about these, please put them in the comments. If you like this video, please click the like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with more videos of not only art supply reviews, but also I want to start putting in my own art as well. So thank you so much for watching this, and I hope that this was helpful to you. And again, this is the Artist Loft metallic watercolor set. And thank you again for watching, and don't forget to click all those buttons and make me happy. Thank you very much. Bye bye.